We have many examples from G'dolei Yisrael who showed how their whole life was permeated with a yearning for the coming of Moshiach, and often beseeching Hashem that Moshiach should come as soon as possible. One example is from the Baal Yismach Moshe. It is said about the Baal Yismach Moshe that he was never Masiach Das from the coming of Moshiach. And he used to say that he was sure that Moshiach would come during his lifetime. There were tzaddikim Hadar who said about the Yismach Moshe that he had a nitzutz, he had a spark of the neshama of Yirmiyahu Hanavi. And he himself said, I can never be Masiach Das, I can never distract myself from the Churban, because I see the sadness and the poverty and the tzaddis that Yidden have. And therefore, I'm always looking forward every day for the salvation from Hashem. Before his petira, before the Yismach Moshe passed away, he said, if I would have known when I was young that I would get old and Mashiach wouldn't come during my lifetime, I would have passed away. I would not be able to live from so much pain, from so much tsar. My soul would have left me when I was young. But the reason why I lived till now, till old age, was because I had so much bitachon and so much hope that Mashiach would come, that gave me the life, that gave me chayis to be able to live and to be able to pull through. And we see how much it meant to him that Mashiach should come, the Geula should come, and all the Gullahs should finish. It's brought in the Haisafis of Kedushas Levi that one year on Rosh Hashanah, Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Bar Ditchever said, before the Tkiyas, he said, Ribono Shalaylam, you told us in the Torah 4 words, Yoim Teruah Yiyeh Lochem, that there should be a day of blowing Teruahs, a day of blowing the shofar. And because of that, your children, for several thousand years, are blowing 100 koilas on the 2 days of Rosh Hashanah. And us, on the other hand, Ribono Shalaylam, says Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Bar Ditchever, tens of thousands of Yidden are crying to you every day, Tekab b'shofar gadol l'cheinu seinu. Give us one tkiyah which will herald the coming of the Geula. How long do we need to wait for this one tkiyah? We're giving you so many tkiyahs on this Yom Teruah. Give us this one tkiyah that we're waiting for, which will take us out of Galus. It is told about Reb Chaim Tzanzer, the Divrei Chaim, that towards the end of his life, he told a chash of a person the following thing. He said, if I could find another 9 people who I could gather together with me, and we all have levavam ki levavi, we're all in the same place, and we all have the same ratzon, and we all have the same yearning for the Geula, we would take Lechem Mishnah, we would go out to a field, lasuach basadeh, to daven in the field, and we would beseech Hashem, and we would not go home until Yisrael Noisha B'Hashem Teshuas Eilamim, until the Yidden will receive, will attain their eternal salvation with the coming of Moshiach. If there were 10 such people, if there were another 9 such people, I would do it. One person I know of said, Reb Chaim Tzanzer, the mechutin of Reb Chaim Tzanzer, the Baal Shem Shloimeh, he's a person who he can bring as part of his minyan. But the other 8 people, where am I going to find it? Where am I going to find 8 other people who I can bring into this minyan and beseech Hashem until Mashiach comes? I don't know where I'm going to find such people. And we know that the Chafetz Chaim lived with a constant yearning and a constant burn and a scream to Hashem that the Geula should come. It's told about the Chafetz Chaim that in the middle of the night, in the darkness of the night, when everyone in the household was asleep, it was quiet indoors and it was quiet outside, he would go into his private study, close the door, lock the door in a way to not let anybody inside. And in the darkness of the room, he would pour out his heart in front of Hashem. And he would say, Hashem, how much longer do we need to wait? Yidden are so broken. Yidden are kecheres hanishbar. We are broken. All Yidden are broken like a broken piece of earthenware. Look, Hashem, could you find a Yid who his heart is complete? There's no such thing, said the Chafetz Chaim. And then he would, so to speak, turn to the neshamas of tzaddikim, of tzaddikei hador, which had already passed on. And he would say, he would scream to the neshamas of the tzaddikim, where are you? Ayechem, where are you? He would scream. Why are you quiet? You're supposed to be demanding for us that we should be redeemed from Galus. Where are you? Have you forgotten, Heilige Neshamas? Have you forgotten about us? And so we see that by Tzaddikei Hadar, they were on the level and they showed us a real yearning, a real demanding for the coming of Mashiach. And of course, this is a lesson for each person on their level, that, and it's an example that we have to know that we should try as much to, on our level, to beseech Hashem wherever we're holding that Mashiach should come, and learn from their example to look forward to the coming of the Geula.